Superman, Superman, Superman. This is a name that even if you don't know, you have probably heard. So now, Superman just got released 2025. Now, I have a few things to say about this movie, and it's not so good and it's not so bad. Just have a few observations, and this is what I think they could have just done better. Now, for the very first thing, there was a desperate attempt to try to make Superman feel more manly and less Superman. And I understand they want us to connect to the character, but it just felt too much, and we didn't see that. I'll put it in quotes, godlike, side of Superman. Now, I understand the idea, but it just took away, that aspect of him. That's why many of the time he's so compared with Man of Steel. Because even when we were able to, touch with his human side, we also saw that godlike aspect of him. This is, I'm saying it in quotes. Now, that's his strength, his power, when he's holding back, we know that already. The fact that he's holding back means he's very patient and he's very strong because he has the power to do and undo. So yeah, the villain Lex Luthor, I genuinely liked his acting. He really felt like he hated Superman, like he loathed him. I really liked when he came on screen because of it. He felt like he really hated, that character, and genuinely he did a great job. Now, one thing I have to say is that there were not enough fight scenes, especially hand-to-hand combat, with Superman. And it just felt like a quarter of the movie was just filled with some of this fighting. And this is a movie that was trying to, show the impeccable strength of a man. And that means you have people that is going to have some tussle with. But it wasn't so. Our preferred that it had more than, the fight scenes that were available in the movie. Were they bad? Were the fight scenes bad? Not necessarily. They were okay. But it just felt like it was just carrying things, or saving people from buildings crushing them, or saving people from monsters crushing them. Felt like it could have been so much better. Now, and aside, I genuinely like the Green Lanterns character. I knew he was painted in a kind of way that felt like he was a jerk, but I just like him. I just like the way he wasn't trying to be liked and all, so it was quite likable to me. You might not like it, but it's okay. It's okay. Aside that, one of the major issues I have, the major issue was the final boss. With all they could think about, they made the final boss a clone of Superman. And understand, you're trying to, match the strength level. Like Man of Steel, you have to face Zod, but much more than just facing Zod. You have to face, Zod's counterpart that also had a similar level of power like him. That made it stand out because you could see that this was an almost insurmountable task. These people are as strong as you, and they are now more than one. But for this one, it just felt like they almost tried to repeat it. If you can look at it, almost tried to repeat it with the female, villain character and Superman himself, the clone, I mean. So it just felt like Zod and that other lady, I can't remember her name now. They could have brought Darkseid. They could have brought just somebody that we know that was stronger than him. It just the fight scene just felt not rushed. I will not use the word rushed. It just felt not enough. Yeah. It felt that it was not climax material because there was no stake. There was no stake at all. It just felt like you did this, that's the end. Throw a few blows, that's the end. But besides that, the movie was just okay. It was just okay. It was not bad in my books, but it was not a great movie. It was not a great movie, and it can be better. The story could have been far better. So that's all I have to say about Superman. Check out my other videos. Check out my other reviews. Like and subscribe. See you on the next one.